Your Google ad budget is bleeding and it's not your fault. If you feel like you have to spend more money just to stand still this year, you're not imagining things. We actually have a name for this now. It's called Adflation. New data from 2025 shows that while your click-through rates might look good, your actual cost per lead or cost per acquisition has exploded by nearly 30% in just 2 years. As a business owner myself, I feel the pain of rising ad costs across the board. So if you feel like you're getting less for your paid campaigns, you're not going crazy. If ad costs keep rising like this, business models will fall apart and businesses will be paying more just to stand still and worse, go out of business. Fighting rising ad costs by simply chucking more at Google doesn't cut it. And once you have a profitable ad channel that's been around for some time, it's very, very hard psychologically to simply cut it and turn it off. And the goal here is not to turn them off. It's to fight them by using the data you've already paid for. Stick with me here and I'll hand you the specific prompt that extracts SEO opportunities from the ads you've already paid for. You can use it to drive your organic traffic to improve your overall blended cost per acquisition. In other words, get more bang for your buck.
All right, let me show you why ads are quietly draining everyone. And before we go any further, this isn't an anti-ads video. I'm actually a huge advocate, but this is more of a wake-up call about adflation. So let's roll back to 2023. The click-through rate, 6.11%, cost per click was $4.22. The conversion rate was 7.4% and the cost per lead was $53.52. These aren't guesses. WordStream's analyzed 17,000 ad accounts to get this. Then, in 2024, click-through rate actually went up by 5% to 6.42%. Promising, right? But cost per click jumped 10% to $4.66, and conversion rate dipped to 6.69%. And the cost per lead, it exploded at 25%, landing in at a shocking $66. If you were scaling ads in 2024, you felt the pain. And then comes 2025. The click-through rate was 6.66%, up again. Conversion rate, 7.52%, also up. But cost per click, up another 12% to $5.26. And cost per lead, now over shocking $70.
Those are a lot of numbers to digest, but please stick with me. Click-through rate is up 23%. Conversion rate is up 6.8%. But CPCs is up 24% and cost per leads are up 30%. Meaning your $50,000 ad budget in 2023 got you 2,340 more clicks and 220 more leads than it does today. Let's break that down into how that affects you. That, of course, is not a small shift. That's the floor moving beneath every business running ads. And here's the damning, shocking question. What happens when adflation eats so far into your margin that you literally can't justify running ads as a channel anymore? Because that moment will arrive if this trend continues. And the cost is only trending one way. Sadly, it's up.
So yeah, adflation is real. I'm going to show you how to fight it, because if you rely purely on paid traffic, that's okay for now. But being an SEO myself for 13 years, I know SEO as a channel is the biggest hedge against adflation. Meaning it's the perfect channel for protecting the high, increasing cost of ads because of its organic and low-cost nature. It is basically balancing out your business so you're not relying on one single channel, especially as SEO is inflation protected. Anyway, your ads are still, of course, super valuable. Every click, every search term, user, and conversion. That's data you've already paid for. So instead of throwing more budget into rising ad costs, the smartest marketers are doing something completely different. They're using their Google ad data to fuel their SEO strategy.
All right, now I'm going to show you a little screen share for you. Before we feed anything into ChatGPT, here's how you can grab the exact data you need from Google Ads. All right, go on to Google Ads account and then head to campaigns, audiences, keywords and content, and then keywords. Set your date range to whatever you want. I'll use the last 12 months so we've got a solid chunk of data. And by the way, I'm using one of our clients in the consumer industry for this demo. That leaves us with keywords, clicks, and of course a ton of performance data. More than enough for AI to spot patterns we'd usually miss. Now hit download, export as a CSV. This gives you keywords, impressions, click-through rate, cost per conversion, conversions of course, and everything else your AI tool needs. Grab the prompt I built, link is in the description below, and paste it into ChatGPT, attach your CSV and let it go to work. Here's a ChatGPT prompt example, and this is the kind of output you can expect. Now let's walk through these recommendations and turn them into real SEO opportunities.
Alright, now we've seen what AI can pull out of your ad account. Here's the bigger picture. As we know, ad spend is getting harder and harder to justify. Here's the mindset shift you need. It's all in the numbers. Imagine if we took just 10 to 20% of your ad budget and invested it into SEO. Here's a visual for you. So here we have the PPC spend in red, which, as you know, Meta, Google, and all the ad platforms, the costs are only going to go up. That's for a fact, is what we're going to know. So that's the rising ad cost, which is rising adflation, we call it, or in the industry, some people have called it that. So then we have the organic spend, which is obviously your SEO investment, which naturally usually stays about the same. And then on top of that, the organic leads are starting to compound. So you have the organic spend flat, you have the rising ad costs going up, of course, and then obviously you're getting the exact same results from your ads, but they're obviously costing more. So your CPA or CPL, whatever you want to call it, is going up. So from this angle, the best hedge or the best fight against the platform's ad cost increase is, of course, naturally SEO, and that can compound over time with the same spend, which generates a better return on investment rather than chasing more leads for more costs on Google and Meta, etc.
The goal is to drive more organic leads to lower your overall cost per new customer. Every blog post, every backlink becomes an asset for long-term growth. Of course, you're not replacing PPC or ads, you're insulating yourself from adflation. And it's not a choice of do I do PPC or do I do SEO? It's knowing how to make them feed into each other. And here's the part most people miss. This doesn't stop at SEO. Your best performing keywords, that's social content fuel. Your highest converting audiences, that's who your content marketing should completely be built around. Your strongest ad copy, those become your emails, your landing pages, your ad creatives. PPC gives you the confidence to double down on what actually works across every channel. And with conversion tracking getting harder every year, the brands that win are the ones treating every channel like part of the same engine, not completely separate silos. I hope you've gained some insight from this video. Any questions, just pop them in the comments or drop me a DM on LinkedIn.